And members of TAA to come here together to celebrate this year's Thanksgiving holiday. I also wanted to use this opportunity to say thanks to all the active military personnel, because their service at the front line, so we can have these peaceful lives at home. Thanksgiving is a time to appreciate our lives. And there are many ways to show our appreciation. For example, to donate our time to serve those less fortunate people. Or we can make donation to charities. There are many Taiwanese nonprofit and charitable groups, namely Not Limited, TAA, TCC, TYAF, TAS, and the two Presbyterian Church that have many, many Taiwanese members. Of course, I wanted to say thanks to all the TAA board members. Thank you for volunteering your time. We will not be able to run this organization and provide so many activities without your help. Also, we have many, many volunteers who are not served as board member, but they still help a lot. For example, today many, many people help to collect a ticket, so we have today's Thanksgiving party. Last, I would like to say thanks to Vivian Tsai and her fiance, Jen, and he is not here right now, but because they are the ones that introduced me to this beautiful facility and let us to use their membership to arrange today's events. Let's give it their help. So thank you again, and let's have a great celebration today. Thank you.
As a small tradition of the TAA Thanksgiving party, the Reverend of Taiwanese Presbyterian Church will lead the prayer.
I know we have some of us, we have already started eating, but we'll be fine. We still can say thanks anytime, right? Yeah? Okay, let us give thanks to the Lord our God. God of all mercies, we give you humble thanks for all your goodness and loving kindness to us and to all people. We thank you for all the blessings we have received in this year. Though we might encounter different challenges and difficulties, achievements and frustrations, economically and politically, personally or collectively, we still want to express our gratitude from the depths of our hearts. Please give us such an awareness of your mercies that with truly thankful hearts, we may continue to give thanks to you, our heavenly God, and for the people around us. Help us always show our appreciation from our daily lives, families, communities, society. We would like to give thanks to those who help us provide a smile, to those who loved, praised, or even critiqued us in the past. Please also help us show our thanksgiving to those who received our love or help in the past. It is because of them that we have obtained the opportunities and capacity to love through sharing and giving. During this Thanksgiving season, again and again, we appreciate not only this wonderful tradition of celebration, delicious food, and great company, but we also learn more and more of the spirit of sharing and giving thanks. We also want to pray for those who are recovering from the impact of Hurricane Sandy and other disasters, as well as conflicts and wars. May your peace and mercy comfort them, protect them. Merciful God, please continue to bless us in the future. Bless this country. Bless President Obama. Bless our home country, Taiwan. And bless the people of the world. Through sharing and giving thanks, and by doing righteousness and justice in our lives, may we live and experience a world of peace and harmony. May the Lord of all the ages be glorified forever and ever. Amen.
是7月初3到7月初7，今年基本上有加一天，就是讲咱就考虑大家讲，以前大家有感觉就是讲安尼赶到要死去美东下落，一时就了，就我都看到转去吼。所以今年基本上是加一天，所以7月初3到7月初7中间，7月初3差不多1到4才开始，7月初7的下早时离开安尼吼。另外一个重点就是讲伫倒位，我想这个地点嘛是真重要啦因为咱这是美东下联会，所以咱来选一个地点嘛较适当。今年的地点咱找一个所在是这个所在叫做 Millersville University Millersville University 基本上伊是离咱这差不多开车差不多2点半钟到3点钟中间伊伫迄个应该说 Hershey Park 的南边，差不多15迈左右基本上阮的设想就是讲即届美东会爱老少咸宜，就是讲咱的规家伙仔拢会当去，咱年纪较大的senior嘛会当去遐 enjoy，少年人嘛会当去遐 enjoy， 所以今年的每年的 program 应该是足丰富的安尼基本上的 program 嘛有甲以前共款有政治啦，有社会文艺，也是讲健康啦今年有加一项无共款，就是讲要安怎创业，因为我想要吸收迄个少年人来参加对少年人来讲创业是真重要。另外是讲伫职场要安怎甲人竞争，这算嘛是阮的重点之一啦所以对即摆开始麻烦各位乡亲斗3工者。第一项代志就是讲，先把这个时间7月初3到7月初7先甲 reserve 起来，迄个时间麻烦你先甲 set aside 每年大家来共同参与。另外一个是就是讲，这节目的部分阮即马节目的部分基本上有一个基本的架构已经定了但是迄细节未讲确定。所以各位乡亲有啥物建议，有啥物好的想法麻烦你甲我通知。最主要是讲，咱来踊跃报名，所以明年我想 DC 真正是袂使漏气，咱 DC 是大本营，所以袂使漏气愈侪人去愈好。基本上地点应该是算足适当的啦阮选迄个地点，因为对 boss 来迄边的人来小可有较远一撮，但是嘛是当就讲4、5点钟嘛会当到。安尼，我简单报告到这，多谢各位，多谢。
You know, we have a wonderful way of saying in Holo Taiwanese to be able to do 2 things at once. You know what that is? Bong la gem seiko, seems You know, what that means, for those who don't speak Taiwanese, is that la are those beautiful, wonderful, delicious little clams, right? And they only grow in the the irrigation ditches. And if you want to get them, you have to stand there and squat down and feel for the la. And when you're feeling for the la, you also get your pants washed. So that means to do 2 things at once. And I'm really happy to introduce a terrific friend of Taiwan, John Tasic, who can do two important things at once. One is analyze what's U.S. national interest as a U.S. citizen, longtime Foreign Service officer, but he can marry that, put that together with Taiwan's national interests. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people in State Department and the analyst world who would like Taiwan to disappear, think it's a problem, get rid of it. But John doesn't think that way. He is able to see that U.S. national interests means Taiwan being a strong ally, a strong democratic ally, and being strong militarily so that it can defend itself from China and keep its own current status. And I think this is really very important because John is able to work both sides of what are a very important combination. U.S. national interest married with Taiwan's own interest. And if you look at John's background, you can see why he is so uniquely able to do this. He was 24 years in the State Department as a Foreign Service officer. Almost 20 of those years serving in either China, Taiwan, or Hong Kong. He also served on China-Taiwan affairs. He was in 1989 to 94. He was in the consulate in Guangzhou, very interesting time frame. And he also chief of China analysis at the U.S. State Department's Office of Intelligence and Research. John, as you will know if you speak to him, is fluent in Beijing Hua, Chinese, and is an acknowledged expert on Taiwan's own economy and Taiwan's politics. He earned his undergraduate degree from Georgetown University's School of Foreign Service and a master's from Harvard's Kennedy School of Government. Pretty heavy combination there, huh? He also holds a diploma from the National War College at the National Defense University. So it's a great honor today to introduce to you a man who can bong la gem seko. And he's a strong voice for Taiwan's current continued importance to the United States and the unfolding of democracy around the world. John, take it away.
Mike, thank you very much for that. That was a wonderful, wonderful introduction. One of the nicest I've ever had. I mean, thank you very much. I was going to begin my speech by thanking the Greater Washington chapter of the Taiwanese American Association for the invitation, especially Bob Lai Yixiong, who invited me, and I was very honored. President Liu Liying, thank you very much for the invitation. I see so many of my friends around here, and so I feel at home. David Tsai, one of my best friends, and his wife Ching Mei, who David is, well, I can go on forever. David has helped me put together so many of my articles and given me so much background on China, Taiwan. And it's interesting to me because David is a librarian by trade, but he has a hobby that nobody else has, which is he is really interested in intelligence and how you gather intelligence and how intelligence is analyzed. And I really have learned a lot. Even though I was an expert 20 years ago, I learned a lot. I also want to recognize all of the people that Mr. Ding acknowledged earlier. Maybe I'm wasting too much time, but I see my friends. Neil, how are you? Paul Kovanak is here, one of the great interpreters for the State Department. I remember you used to have a reputation in the 60s for being pro-Taiwan independence. And I've always wondered how you got on the Nixon trip. You were on the Nixon trip with, boy, that must have been interesting. Well, listen, of course, there's Janet Chen, my friends from FAPA. I have to remember to give a shout out to FAPA, which is really one of the great organizations in Washington, one of the most professional public affairs organizations And Wenyan is here, right? Is Wenyan? Oh, okay, there we go, yes, yes. And Quinn is not here, Iris is not here, but Mei Jing and Garrett are here, and we've Wang Chaorong, Janet Chen, Chris Lin, all, there's a pretty good turnout from FAPA here. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me. This is a delight, and unfortunately, what I'm going to say after this is not going to be too delightful, because I'm going to share some of the recent headlines from Taiwan. Just yesterday, or the day before yesterday, Taiwan Economic Minister Shi Yanxiang said this to the Economics Committee in the Legislative Yuan. He said, "Now is the time to think seriously about permitting Chinese people to move to Taiwan through investment." And then Minister Shi offered this rationale. He said, taking Taiwan's long-term development into consideration and the worsening demographic issue, all of this must be handled carefully to maintain the country's momentum for sustainable economic growth. Well, I mean, I don't know what the country's demographic issue means to Minister Shi, but he's not thinking of just a few thousand Chinese coming to Taiwan, each with $6 million, for a total of $12 to $18 billion, because that would have no impact on the so-called worsening demographic issue. I think Minister Shi must be thinking of bringing to Taiwan tens of thousands or hundreds of